Hello everyone from Farborough Air Show. I just met someone, a friend, a new acquaintance, Felix from the University of Southampton.
Welcome.
And I was very curious to talk to him because I'm doing public relations for my company, Unmanned for You, and we own a DJI Matrix 300. They have the same drone to do their research. And I was curious to know how they're using it. So it turns out you use it for archaeology?
So we use the DJI Matrix for archaeology, but also other environmental studies. So I'm Felix and I am an archaeologist, and we use it to create 3D models of archaeological sites. These archaeological sites, we use these 3D models to monitor the sites, to recreate nice 3D models so we can measure them, preserve them digitally, but also in case something happens to these buildings, let's say like this one here, which is the bar gate of Southampton, it kind of allows us to create a 3D model that if something happens to the building, we can rebuild it how it was, but also we can monitor it so we can understand a little bit better how the building is changing over time. Now we are using for this one photogrammetry, which we have the Matrice with a P1, which is a high-spec camera, which we collect a series of images, pictures from all directions and create a 3D model with it. But we also have thermal camera and LiDAR camera within the University of Southampton for the simple reason that the thermal camera is really good at being used, for example, in the environmental aspect. So we can now use it, for example, to monitor the deers, the invasive species of deers within the UK, and kind of track them a little bit better and really understand how these invasive species are moving across the UK, but also how are they interacting with other kind of life within the UK and within the British landscape.
Thank you so much, Felix. Pleasure talking to you.
Absolutely, pleasure talking to you. Io ce l'ho anche oggi con me.
This little guy on the table is a drone called Ultra by WindRacers, and it's actually a very large drone. Its wingspan is almost 10 meters. It can carry 100 kilograms for a range of 1,000 kilometers. It's not electric, it's a petrol run, and it's been all over the place. It's currently flying in Scotland, and it's also been flying in Antarctica. And interestingly, they've solved the problem of connectivity with radio connections and using Elon's Starlink. So congratulations on your research and your achievements. This is the Whisk Air Taxi, and conveniently they made it yellow, so it does really look like a taxi. We already found a nickname. Instead of Whisk, we're going to call it Whiskey. I just had a chat, or rather insightful conversation with the researchers from Southampton University. Solent Transport is their main partner, and they study the transport and delivery of a range of goods in drones. So what's going to happen to a blood sample transported to a drone? How's it going to respond to vibrations? Does the container meet the requirements of a crash if something with the drone should go wrong? And it's really been a lovely company. And they also developed a game. I'm just going to show you the game. It's called Game of Drones, the accent being on delivery, of course. And so it is literally a game, and then there's some cards for the players. And the purpose of the game really is to get the population, the communities, the stakeholders to take part in the decision process and not feel it's just being forced upon them. This is a video of one of the drones dropping a container from about 400 feet or 100 meters, and you can see that the container basically doesn't break, so you can transport some dangerous materials in the container and it's going to be totally safe. It's been a fascinating show. I haven't had time to explore everything. I don't think anyone can do that, at least not in 2 days. And I'm off to my last meeting. I hope I'll meet someone who's innovating and exploring new ways of using the drones. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if so, subscribe to the channel. Goodbye everyone.